Hello again, everyone. Today I want to have a little play with this new Gummiapan little watering can, like a chubby little thing. I love it. So what I thought I'd do is simply, I've cut a few out, I've got a card base and a panel cut here. Just have a watering can in the corner, and I've cut a few bits and bobs kind of to go in it. I did wonder about having that kind of as a, you know, a little foreground or something. I may do, colour it in. And that's kind of going to be it. But I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with the watering can itself, colouring, etc., etc. This time, I thought I would do, you know, you can get the old-fashioned sort of green watering cans that are made of metal, sort of enamel-y looking. So I have cut out 3. And I want to have them in various layers. The handle is going to be the back layer, so there'll only be one of those. So I'll then pop another one on the top like that with the handle. Let me cut the handle off. So let's just see. Let's cut this handle off. Okay. That's going to go next, like that. So the handle looks even further away. And then the spout, I'm going to put an extra one on the front. So I'll have to cut the spout out of this one. So let's just see. It's so easy to do because they're only in by, you know, a couple of little tiny places. You just snip and out they come. So there, that's my watering can in its 3 layers. So I think I'll just stick them all together first of all. I'm just wondering whether to have the rose slightly different colour. Let me cut this off because I may well do the rose sort of, I don't know, silvery or something. So I'll keep that separate and I'll just stick these together. Oakley dokley. Right, let's just put don't need any glue on the handle because nothing's going to go onto that. Be careful not to stick the 2 bits together because I need the hole for the flowers to be inserted. Okay, let's just stick these 2 layers together. And then we'll stick this bit of the spout on, but I'll leave the rose for a moment or 2. Okay, where's my tweezers? Here they are. Right, that's going to go on there. Now, I haven't done any colouring today, but I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I'm going to colour it with a black marker, permanent marker, and I'm going to go all over with this black marker to start with. Bearing in mind, I intend doing a green enamel watering can. So let's just see how we go. Doesn't matter if I go over that bit there because this piece is going to go over the top of it, and so that won't matter. Okay, here's my black, which is going to be green, and you'll see how in a moment or 2. Let's just go into the corners. There we are. There's my watering can. Okay, now I want it to be green. So what I'm going to use is this. This is Luscious powder and the colour is called Verdigris. And this is, I think they call it interference colour. So I have got a palette here with an old one with a little of the colour in. And you can keep them, just reconstitute the colours with a little water. This is Verdigris here. So there might be enough in there without me using any of the new stuff. Let's just see. So I'm now going to paint the watering can with the Luscious powder that's just mixed with water. And lo and behold, it's green. If I paint the rose, just look what happens to that. It's not green. It's an interference colour. It means it changes its appearance according to what colour it is applied onto. So there's my green. I think I'll have just a bit more actual colour. May put a little bit more powder with this. Make it just a little stronger. There we go. A green watering can. But this green watering can is kind of old. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of rust in places. And here I've got Rusty Bucket. That's the colour, Rusty Bucket. Indigo Blue pick such fabulous names for their colours. I absolutely love them. Look at that, bit of twinkle. I think that one is Rusty Bucket. I'm not absolutely sure, but I'll just mix a little bit of this on my mat. All I'm going to do is kind of dab. I'll go round the handle, places where, you know, if it's been riveted or galvanised or whatever, where a bit of rust might form. So I'll hold it still with a pair of tweezers, and just let's add a little bit round the bottom round here, around where the spout comes out, like this, underneath there. Okay. I may put a little bit of shadow on this. There's a bit of black here I can just revitalise. This is probably Blackbird, Luscious Blackbird. I've got a new palette somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it. Right, let's just add a bit of shadow on this side as well, around the back of the handle. A bit more. There we go. Does it look kind of ancient? Let's hope so. And I want to try and make sure that I can still get the plants into it. So let me just make sure I can get into this slit right here. Perhaps I'll use a craft knife. Let's just see. Might have glued it up a little bit, so there we go. So that ensures that I can get my plant stems into it. Let's try and make it slightly rounded. Put a piece of foam tape down the middle here to keep it raised away from the surface just a little bit. Okay, I think that's fine. Right, I mustn't lose the rose, but now I just want to colour the plants. And I think I might just dab them in a bit of Distress Oxide ink. Let's just have a think. What colour? Rustic Wilderness is a favourite. And let's do a peeled paint. Have a little bit of peeled paint and a drop of water. Okay, let's just dab some of these in here for a minute. Probably should have put some gloves on. Just drop them into the colour. I'll add a bit of the Rustic Wilderness at the end, just to add a bit of, you know, contrast, as you do. Right. Okay, nearly there. I don't know if I'm going to need all of these. I just cut, there's two in each set, I think, and I I cut them out twice, so I should have about 8, something like that. Okay, now let's just a little rustic wilderness, just to get here and there. Just, you know, the odd dab. Little dab will do you. I think that was an advert for Brill Cream Chaps hair preparation. Something like that. And these will need, obviously, to dry. I don't think I've done this one yet. And the last 2. 1 and 2. Okay. Right. Put the inks away. That away. I'll just have a little clean up. I just want to paint the rose. This is called Poseidon. It just looks silver to me, so I don't know quite what it is, but we'll see. That will do. Okay. There's my rose. I'll put it on now. Might as well. There we go. Next is this. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. Let me just press out some of the bits that don't belong. That doesn't belong in there anymore. I think that's it. Okay, let's just do a little bit of colouring, I think. Do I want this? Let me think. I think I will. I think I will. Okay. Don't you just love technology? I was merrily recording away and I don't know what happened, but it stopped recording and I carried on and finished the card. So you didn't see me colour this, you didn't see me put those into the watering can, you didn't see me stamp a couple of little grassy tufts. So I think what I would do is just show you quickly, how I shaped this and put those things into it. I put a little bit of glitter gloss on the plants as well, and I just coloured these. So I've just cut another one out so you can just see what I was doing. I won't bother colouring these. That was one that was left over from before, but I'll just show you how I put them into the... I've cut a watering can to show you. I'm not going to colour it. I'm just going to go through the motions. So for the little bit of garden stuff, a bit of daisies or whatever growing, I just used a few markers. So yellow middles, must cut that or push the little doodads out of here. There we go. And then just a couple of shades of green with a little grey shading on the petals of the actual daisies or whatever they are. So just a little around here, just to give a bit of, you know, variation. And then two shades of green on the rest of the foliage. Just kind of, can't see what I'm doing if I do that, can you? Just very randomly, like this. Then I'll colour the rest of the uncoloured bit of foliage with the second green. Must show you this. Went to pick up some new glasses today. Look, what do you think about those? Are they cool or are they cool? Arty or what? So this is for my close work, for me doing my colouring and all this kind of stuff. These are my first prescription readers since I've not worn varifocals. But I thought I would go a bit trendy, have some flashy coloured ones. Well, there you go. I've always been to the, you know, the pound shop or something. I got cheap glasses before, but oh, there's a bit of green there needs to go in. Okay, so that was that. And that was put in front like this, just stuck on with glue. Now, I just want to show you how I put the whatever they are, bits of foliage into the watering can. So I made sure that this slit here was open. I've just bent the watering can slightly, moulded it slightly with my fingers. First thing I did was to put some adhesive on the back for the plants to grab when I, put them in. That's the first thing. And this kind of adhesive, it's not wet, all the rest of it, but it is grabbable by the other die cuts. So just feed them through and stick them to that sticky at the back. That's all, like this. So as I say, I'm not colouring them, but haven't even got enough. But just to give you the idea of what I did, pop them in and let it grip. And then to make sure that this can stays rounded looking, just grab hold of something, will you? There. What I did was, down the middle here, put a little snippet of foam tape, like this. And that will help to keep them in. It'll keep this rounded. And then I just put glue round the edges here and there and stuck it onto the card. And then, as I say, my tiny little Art Impressions tuft of grass stamp, a couple of places around, and a sentiment which I popped onto a piece of foam tape. So there you go, you have it. Just when I saw that the film finished, I thought, oh my Lord, whatever happened? I don't know if I went up to get something, turned it, went off, whether it went off by itself, but there you go. Can't win them all, can you? So, as ever, thank you so much for watching. Thank you those people who've been checking their subscriptions. And numbers do fluctuate, but, you know, I don't know what goes on with YouTube. So, another happy birthday with this one actually looks less green than it did yesterday when I made it. It looks a bit more brown now and over the top of the black marker. But, again, it's in different lights. It looks different colours. So, have a bit of fun. More dice to play with. And I'll be playing again very soon.